In this video, I'm going to explain about how you're going to run your Google ad campaign for your law firm and what are the kind of mistakes that other marketing agency makes and what other major mistakes made when they're running their campaign that you should avoid at every kind of cost. So just please stick throughout the entire video. I'm going to take on point in a really good way so that you can understand it so well that you do not going to commit those kind of mistakes again. Note it down all the points which I'm going to tell you. Okay, so let's just create a new campaign. Don't worry about this. This is a default account. This is a test dummy account that which I made just for the sake of video. Okay, so let's just click on new campaign. Now here, it is asking, choose your objective. What is our objective? Whether it's sales, leads, website traffic, app promotion, create a campaign without a goals guidance, local store visit and promotion, aware and consideration. So with our Google ad campaigns, what we actually really want is leads. Those leads who actually click on our ads and get converted and directly call to us. Okay. So we are going to select any kind of a website traffic. The traffic that you are going to have on your website is going to be very irrelevant. They are not seeking for any kind of legal services. They are just looking for some kind of information and you are going to waste your money on those kind of leads. So please avoid that. The generate only leads because Google AI Drives works solely on the kind of option that you actually kind of select. Let's just click on leads. Okay. Use the conversion goals. If you don't have any conversion tracking system, don't worry about it. I'm going to make a separate video regarding it. Another where you're going to have the good conversion tracking regarding your calls, regarding your form submission. You're going to have it all. So this video is actually going to today all about the campaign. Okay. So right now I just have the conversion goal for like directly phone call leads. Okay. So let's just click on continue. Now here it is asking for the select a campaign tag, whether it's search, performance max, demand gen, display, shopping, video. Now what we are gonna select is search. When I'm gonna search is like that, car accident attorney EX. Here our ad should have been appear because these are the kind of keywords which are highly intent. Those who are actively looking for your legal services day by day. So our main objective is to appear on these kind of ads. So that's why we're gonna search our campaigns or search our ads. Okay, so accident lawyers, sponsor, Jardine accident car, experience lawyers. Okay, so don't put on any kind of a performance max ads, display, reach out to customers across 3 million sites and apps with engage with great sites. Let's suppose that in the many sites you have actually kind of also observed that you open any kind of e-commerce website. Let's suppose that you open a women boots site. You see all those kind of ads pop up on the side screen on right or left side of the screen. We don't want to put our ads on those kind of sites. Okay, because let's suppose you actually going to put your ads on those kind of the kind of leads that you actually going to get from those kind of ads is not highly intent. They are very irrelevant leads. Let's suppose that they actually kind of call you, then only they're gonna waste your time because they are not looking for any kind of service. They are just looking for any kind of information and your time is wasted. You are looking for highly intent leads and for that particular lead you have any kind of amount which doesn't make any kind of sense. Okay, so please avoid it. Use the search campaign. Okay, select the ways you like to be reached your phone calls and from the lead form submission. Right, phone number, let's just right now for today for any kind of random number I'm just putting 202 556 902. Right, let's just click on continue. Let's just name this campaign now as a car accident lead. Okay, click on continue. Start. What do you want to focus on? This is now here comes the bidding strategy part. I'm going to talk about this all later on in the last of the video, so don't just get worry about it. Me just click on clicks. Okay, and let's just click on next. Comes the network campaign side. Just hide this. Networks. Google search partners pins. Ads can appear on your Google search results and other Google search partners website when people search for terms that are relevant to your keyword. Search partners are hundreds of Google Park domains, YouTube's and other Google sites. You Google display network records because see, I'm gonna unclick both of these. Look, yes, Google is saying that kind of recommend, but listen, your ad is actually going to appear not only on the Google, but also on YouTube. In YouTube, mostly they're going to search for any kind of information, right? So you're not going to get any kind of leads from those YouTube ads, right? And Google is saying that recommended that you should have put your ads on those kind of things. Don't trust them. Google is a company. Google is in the end, Google is a private company who wants to generate more profit. And the more they're going to promote your ads on everywhere and with every kind of click, they're going to generate revenue. So please don't click on those kind of things. Your ads gonna be there on those kind of sites which is very relevant. People are not looking for any kind of seeking help and still those your ad pop-ups. And let's suppose that they actually kind of click on your ad, but does that lead actually high intent lead? It's not. It's a very relevant leads. You're gonna have the best traffic on your site but with very relevant leads. We don't need those kind of leads who are not looking for any kind of help. So we just so just please untick those. Many agencies I've seen that they make these kind of mistakes and I've seen many firms low complaining about that we are in Houston, Texas. We are actually kind of getting call from the California. Doesn't make sense, right? Okay, so please avoid that. All countries in India. I'm in India, so that's where it's entering India. Our location would be advanced search. Let me just select that. Houston, Texas, United States. Let's just include this. You can actually even set that within the miles. You can actually, but I would recommend that let's just keep it on this 20 miles itself. Okay, so let's just save Houston, Texas location. But even if you actually want that within that range only, I actually want leads only, so you can optimize according to yourself by radius, like say 15 miles. I just want leads within a 10-mile radius of our law firm. You can also kind of put it there, but I would highly recommend you don't, but do not need to put this. Let it be 20 miles. Okay, Houston, Texas. Okay, select language. English is our language. Do not need to make any kind of changes in this. English is all right. Basically, English is this kind of languages that, let's suppose I'm in India. If someone users has preferred the language to be in Hindi, so the search engines will be result in Hindi. So, but in your case, it's all about English. So let's keep it English. Okay, so don't worry about it. Audience segment. Initially, when you're running your Google ads, you might not have any kind of audience. So once you have that kind of audience, we can actually target what kind of specific audience we can actually kind of need to target. So for right now, let's just not click on that. Let it be there. And let me just show you more settings. Now here, ad optimization, prefer the best performing ads. Do not optimize ads. Keep it this. Optimize prefer best ad rotation. Do not optimize ads. Rotation ads. If you have any kind of multiple ads only, so Google optimize those kind of ads accordingly, that which ad is actually kind of working and giving you the best results. So just click on this kind of option, optimize prefer best performing ads. Okay, more settings. If you want to end this kind of campaign, let's just, the start date of this campaign is this, and no date. You can eventually set it like that. Let's select like 31st date. I can select. So, and even also, or add schedule date. Okay, now this one is important, that let's suppose that you might not working on weekends. You only work for like weekdays and in a very special hours from 9 to 5 only. So you can make all those kind of changes, like say Monday to Friday, like 9 to 5. What you can do is that your ads is earlier, it's actually kind of working on the 17. It's a 24-hour system. What you can really do is that in those cases, let's suppose that your firm is actually kind of working on weekdays only, so you don't need to run your ads on the weekends only. But I would highly recommend that you actually run your ads on the weekend also. You can just make your bid a little bit down. Still a good thing that your run should have ad on your weekend also. And if you run 24/7, then it's a good code to go. I will tell you about how you can eventually change your bid day by day. You don't need to have a constant bid throughout your entire campaign. You can have changed the bid day by day also. I'm going to tell you about this. So even if you're not working on the weekend also, lower the bid. Let's just run your ads and see what kind of things are actually kind of working on you and what kind of traffic you are actually kind of getting. It's really important when you are, let's suppose that you run your campaign for like 2 months and you see you have all the data about what kind of segment of audience I have actually kind of got it. Whether it's a audience from, it's a man from 18 to 30 age, or it's a people from 30 to 40 years of old, 40 years of age. These kind of data is actually kind of important when you are running your campaign for your future purpose itself. And you have that kind of data, it will actually kind of improve your, not only you can take your actions accordingly, you can make your marketing strategy on in a really optimized way. So this is a really kind of an advanced stuff, but please, just if you have the thing, I would highly recommend it. Run your ads all the weekdays. If you're not working on the weekends, just load the bit. More settings, paint, final URL ad. I just click on this. Okay, skip cursor. Can we skip? Let's just skip it, that part. You can actually kind of put your those kind of things. That part is not necessarily. Now what you can really do is that either you URL site and Google it's in itself scan that site of yours and generate here the keywords. Let me just show you how. Get keyword suggestions. We are not going to use these kind of keywords, right? So don't rely on the kind of keywords that Google suggests. We're going to make the kind of keywords that we are going to run. So now at this point, I actually want you to pay attention really more. Here comes the kind of keywords. Keywords are now you want to enter those kind of keywords which you want your ads to be appear. If you are a criminal defense attorney, you're going to put the keywords like criminal defense attorney. But there's a important stuff that I actually want to mention about that. Let's suppose that I enter a personal injury. I just write it like that. Injury attorney. There are terms called broad match keyword, phrase match keyword, and exact match keyword. I'm going to tell about what is the meaning of all these kind of keywords: broad match, phrase match, and exact. Broad match is a keyword. It's like that. I just put it without any kind of quotations. It's a personal injury attorney. So let's say you add a broad match keyword in your ad, and you can see that this keyword is a not a good high intent keyword. Okay, it's not related to the any kind of emergency. If I'm in an accident, what I'm gonna search is, I'm gonna search for like accident lawyer near me, accident lawyer in Texas, accident lawyer in accident lawyer in CA. These are the kind of keywords I actually kind of use it. But let's suppose that I use, for the broad match, I use personal injury attorney. Your ads will also gonna show up on those keywords also. One person who just types only for personal injury. These are those kind of leads which are not looking for any kind of legal services. They are just for some kind of information. Your ad is gonna show up, and you have put the broad match. Even if people are searching for like, I want some kind of information regarding personal injury lawyers, your ad also gonna show up. So do we want that? We don't. So I would highly recommend never use a broad match until and unless you have a good amount of budget that you can actually kind of spend. I would not recommend to use any kind of a broad match keywords. And people are going to say that, okay, that I'm going to use the broad match keyword, or add some kind of negative keywords. I'm going to tell you about what are the kind of negative keywords, and my ads going to show up on the top of the Google. This is not going to work out. Many irrelevant leads going to come using the broad match keyword. So we are not going to use broad match keyword. And also note this generic keyword, personal injury attorney. What does it imply? It's just a generic keyword, right? The kind of keyword that we're going to use is like that, is car accident and lawyer near me. Now, this is a phrase match keyword. What does it mean is that phrase match is like that. Whatever the keyword that you have put, the searches that has been made by the user relating to the meaning of this keyword, your ad will gonna show up. Let's suppose that I have written the car accident lawyer near me, and I'm in Houston, Texas, and somebody searched like that, car accident lawyer in Texas. Your ads also going to show up. Want to appear on those kind of ads because they are also looking for legal services, right? And someone says that car accident lawyer right now, and also your ad gonna show up because it implies that kind of meaning. All right. So use phrase match. I would recommend that you can use phrase match. Now here comes the exact match. If I just write now, what is the exact match meaning? That user has to write this exact keyword it is in itself. If the user does not even write a single, even miss a single character, your ad will not gonna show up. It definitely implies the kind of meaning that you want to. User has to voluntarily type car accident lawyer near me. Then on your ad's gonna show up. You have to bid high for this kind of keyword. You can use the exact match, phrase match. Let's just say that for this ad I'll just use car accident attorney in Texas, attorney in Orange County in TX, and I just use those kind of two keywords, and you can use like motor vehicle, auto accident attorney in TX. So if you are just starting out, what you can really do is that you are tight with your budget, you want to check things out. I would recommend use 3 to 4 keywords, not the broad match. Don't use the broad match. You will find the very relevant leads. Use the phrase match, exact match, and see what are the kind of results would the kind of get. And then only, and if you get good amount of results, then you can add the more keywords with your budget and keywords later on. So just do not wait. Or negative keywords are those keywords that when you write those kind of keywords where you don't want to show your ads. So I will tell about this later on the video. Just concentrating on that. Okay, so now here comes the ad. Now here comes the ad part. Here I actually want to tell you is that URL. You have to put that URL when user click on your ad and where you want to land them. Now many law firms made this mistake is that instead of their landing page URL, they put the URL of your website, of their homepage, and you cannot supposed to do that. Let's suppose that let me just show you some of the examples. If I am in a Texas. Now what do I mean is that people what usually made mistake is that when they in the URL they put the link of their homepage link. Let me show you this kind of. Of course you put it the like first name, last name, phone name, and see. I searched for like a criminal defense attorney and I landed it on their page. Criminal defense attorney, what is criminal law? And this is our kind of not a good really landing page, not a really even good home page. And people usually gonna put this kind of link in the attorney, and which is not good at all. Why? Because you want your leads to get converted. So if your page is not dedicated towards, if you're running your campaign for like accident, if your page is not related about how you're gonna get a best settlement for their injuries, and they're not gonna call you. You're gonna see these kind of pages and see this kind of small words. They're not gonna relate. There's no call to action button. Nothing else is right there. What I mean is that if you really want to leads to get convert, you need to have a page something like this. It's a good page asking for like first name, last name, over in billion in claims responded, and all lawyers contact you with an insurance company. Something it's about their accident attorney. attorneys or attorneys. Decades of billions recommends specializes in property damage insurance backed by the decades of stream. C. Commercial dependent, residential, all damages type, water damage, insurance damage, storm, first damage, hail damage, get a free consultation. You need to put your URL like this. So let's just say what happened in that. I've seen in many law firms, they run a Google ads, they spend $1,000, they, when the user clicks on those kind of ads, they just found themselves lost because the ad is not relevant to the campaign that they are actually. If you're running your ad campaign for accident injury campaigns and your landing page has not a single word information about the car accident, emotional attachment, the plaintiffs, what are the kind of main points they are dealing with, the kind of emotional attachment, the kind of emotional point that you should have put on there, and not a clear call to action and not a good clear submission, people are not going to convert. Even if your ad is showing top of the Google, still that lead is not actually kind of convert. So please, I'll make a really good video on how you can improve those. I'm gonna review on 5 to 6 landing pages and tell you what kind of mistake that person should not. Okay, so please, just like that, I will say that Houston Storm Law Partner, just write car accident. Display path is like that. You can see here the URL path is taking car accident and lawyer. We want to make our ad big, so let's use all these kind of stuff. So now it's gonna show like car accident and lawyer. We're gonna show up, add a phone number, want to call. We want to track those kind of calls, and let's just apply. If you want to add a new number, you can use call from ads. Just select conversion action. Conversion action is like that. If you want to add another number, you can also add 20267896. Okay, and just use account settings, call from ads. We want call from ads. Use a call from ads. Okay, just apply. DY heads. So yeah, you want to add more numbers, or you want to add it later on. About the conversion tracking system, I'm gonna make a separate video, so don't worry about it. Also gonna attach that link in the video when so it's gonna be soon. Okay, so right now just see the kind of points that I'm telling. Headline. Now here comes the really important part. See, your Google ads or headline should have been related to the kind of keywords that you are running your campaign. For us, the kind of keywords that we're doing, car accident attorney in Texas, auto accident attorney in Texas. So somehow the keyword should have been there in my headline. It should have been mentioned about the accident, injury, and the Texas. Okay. And also, what I really want to tell you is that if you're being a little emotional with your ad copy, it's gonna work out really. Let me show you the kind of copy that you should have written. Okay. So here, see what I have written is that I put it 3 headlines: hurt in a car accident. It's really good if you raise any kind of question. People really hurt in an accident. It's an emotional attachment with the people, the kind of pain they are suffering with. It's good. You should have started with the kind of question, hurt in a car accident. Pre-case review today. Hook to your second headline. And top accident lawyers, Texas. So we cover the car accident. We cover the Texas lawyers. So the keywords that we use in our campaign, car accident lawyer in Texas, auto accident in Texas, car accident lawyer near me, it all covers. So kind of keywords that you are actually putting in your headlines, that should be relevant to the keywords that you put in your campaign. Otherwise, what would have happened in that, you use the emotional copy, but you didn't use your headline in such a fashion that it is not related to your keywords. Google will not gonna show up your ads. So try to avoid this, and be creative, a little creative, that people feel like that, okay, that this is something really that I want and that I am actually kind of suffering. And the details I'll show you. And yes, there is a 15 headlines. You can actually kind of use the 15 headlines, but I would highly recommend that initially what would you use is like 3 headlines, so that you can have the idea about what are the headlines that are actually kind of working for me. So this is the small tips. You can actually kind of use the 15 headlines. What you can really do is that, so I missed a really important point. Ad group. See, in the campaign, there is this campaign. The tree is like campaign first, campaign under ad group. In a campaign, there can be multiple ad groups. So for us, then right now the ad group name is like, let's just put you car accident legal service. So for this ad group, we are just providing the car accident attorney rights. We are providing the car accident legal services, right? So we are using the car accident keywords regarding and making our ads only which is conveying what the kind of service that we are offering related to the car accident itself, right? Let's suppose that you also handle the medical malpractice services. Okay, so what you can really do is create another ad group. I'll show you in the end. I'll show you how you can create another ad group within the same campaign itself, the kind of settings, and you can enter the different kind of keywords regarding the medical malpractices. So your ad can show up, and you can put the same URL itself. If this URL also dedicated to the car accident and to the medical malpractice, and test it out what is actually kind of working for me, where I'm getting the kind of traffic from the car accident service or from the medical malpractice services. And accordingly, you can also decide which month I'm getting the car accident leads, auto accident leads, and in which month I'm getting the medical malpractice leads. These are the really intuitive information that people need to do with their own researches. What is happening in the seasonal days? What are the kind of things that are happening? It's injury accidents happening, medical malpractice is happening, and accordingly you can set your Google ads. So right now, since we are focusing on car accident, our ad is all going to revolve around it. Car accident. Okay, stop accident lawyer TM. We're running our ads in Houston, Texas. So just for the sake of it, I just put it 3 ads. Now here comes the description part. Make the description in such a manner that you show emotional attachment with your client by mentioning their main points. Let me show you how. So here, what do I mean by that? By being really emotionally attachment is like that. I've just come up with some really good emotional there. Focus on recovery. Will fight for your past settlement. Okay. It's good. You are implying that your client needs to fully focus on their recovery, and we are going to fight for the best settlement. And second, and we help clients recover millions. No fee unless you even call today. It's a simple, clear call to action. You didn't brag much about your law firms, and it's going to give you the best results. And people say that, okay, that this is something that I'm actually kind of looking for. See, these are some kind of little emotional tweaks that people forgot about it. They thought that if we're going to brag about that, we've helped like billions of other clients. Honestly speaking, people do not give a damn about your firm. They only care about that how you're gonna help them. And when you focus on your pain points in a really such a good way, they're gonna see that, okay, that this is something that I really want. I want to be recovered. I want a best settlement. You are ready to fire, and you also help recover millions. We have helped clients recover millions. That's good. And no fee unless you keep your win. Call today. This is good. It's gonna seem like this. And also, if you want a particular headline that's to be remain on the top of your ad, you don't want to get, okay, that this should not appear there, then you can actually kind of pin it like that. Show only on position 1, because definitely we want to show on. And here you can test it out that somehow, if right now the second headline comes in the top accident lawyer Texas free case review today, so it's gonna appear like, and relevantly Google tested out, Google rotated accordingly. It is working best for yourself. Their AI is so strong that they're gonna put ads in such a fashion so that you can kind of get the best clicks. So just focus on these kind of things. These are some kind of really points that people think about that, okay, that initially we should have mentioned about your firms. The kind of information that they get a little bit about your firm is that the kind of landing page when they click on your ads. So right now you just need to care about the kind of main points that people really care. People care about themselves. People do not care about a firm. How many cases you have. How can you provide a better settlement from me? How can I provide any kind of a different service from me? Simply return, focus on recovery. We'll fight for your best settlement. They are actually kind of care about their clients. And we've helped cover millions. So that built the trust. No fee unless you win. You only pay, then you have a no win, no fee offer today. It's simple. It's just nothing to worry about it. So they're just gonna call, here is the call button, they're just gonna call to you directly, okay? So just some little tweaks, but it will gonna give you the kind of results that you never imagined. So please just use these kind of tips. Took the help of ChatGPT. Think about what kind of be creative and use this kind of points, okay? So let me just, this logo name, Texas, the dummy account, I don't have the access, but yeah. You can have the put site links. Site links is like that. And let's suppose, I'm actually initially talking about that if you're running car accidents, you're providing car accident legal services. Let's suppose that you are also providing the family law service, and put your site link on that, or you actually kind of provide the medical malpractice, and you have a dedicated landing page regarding the medical malpractice. So you can actually kind of put a site link on this. You can put a recommendation on that. What would happen in like that these kind of site links gonna appear and like that. Let me just show you car accident. No. At this time, family lawyer attorney in Philadelphia. Okay, these are the kind of site links that you can actually have a personal service provider. This is the kind of link that you have provide So if you provide who we help, about our firm, these are the kind of site links. If you want to provide it, if you want to add that, see the kind of ad is kind of a big. People actually mostly the kind of people actually care about their land. And somehow they the kind of read this kind of description. They find that it is relevant to my hits. Then only they want to click on it. So if you have site links, you can add them. The ads looks gonna big. It will work. So just do it. Okay, and done. Assets type. You want to have any kind of promotion, you can add that. Don't have, do not add it. Prices, need to add submission snippets, add snippets. Oh wait a sec. Each this one. So and you have put your the kind of a business access right there. Here they will gonna ask you to put the business logo. Right now it seems like right now, since it's a dummy account, doesn't have any, it's not running any kind of a business, it's not business verified, right? But when you are actually kind of running for ads for your, you must have a business verified service, you must have the verify here business name and logos. So in that section you can actually kind of put your business logo. Okay, so and the photos also, the kind of picture of yours. And this is really point in the research also show that when you make your ads, text is kind of good. If you put a good decent picture of you within a good blazer and a tie, your chances are they are gonna click on those kind of ads. So please not only also add the logo of your business, that's the mandatory, and also add the pic of yours. In this option I don't have the kind of access, otherwise it will show you. Let's verify about it's asking, right? So right now, but you definitely must have, and there you can actually kind of put the pic of yours in a really professional manner and put those kind of, and the business logo, the logo of your, okay? So keep those things in mind. Okay, put the site links if you have any kind of information about any kind of thing, but do not mix up those kind of things that you need to disturb your prospect. If someone is actually kind of searching for their car accident claim, you should have converted them for the car accident. It's car accident legal services. Okay? You do not need to mention any kind of other things like family law services, we handle divorce cases, this and that. Do not need to put it. You do not want your lead to get disturbed. You want to put a really good service. They just need to get open the click, see the relevant information in such a fashion that they see their pain points in such a fashion. And I'll show you in the next video what are the kind of mistakes people do when they create their landing page and how you can resolve them. So okay, so do not need to worry about it. So here just kind of option, it's done, just open. Now here it's asking, now Google is recommending and Google wants to spend the money in their world and they say that recommended. Do not listen to them. Set the custom budget that you actually really want to. Generally, if you are a personal injury attorney, I would highly recommend that if you please spend around for like $2,500 to $5,000 if you really want a good amount of, if you want your ads to show up on Google and you want good clicks, and those clicks actually kind of converted. And because if you do not bid high, then your ads will not gonna show up, and then there is no point to run the kind of Google ads. So please, even if you really want some really kind of good high intent clients, 5 to 10 or 15 a month, bids have a budget around for like $5,000 to $10,000 to see the kind of 4 to 5 cases or 10 plus cases. But please do not go beyond for like $25 or $500. If you're injury attorney, the budget should have been, at least in my opinion, it should have been at least should have been between from $5,000 to $10,000. And because if the competition is so high, so high that you do not have that much amount of bid, your ads will not show up. Your ads will not show up, then there is no point to run any kind of Google ads. Why are you putting any kind of payments? Your amount is not even spending. So please keep that in mind. Have a good amount of budget, and you're gonna see the amazing results. Okay, so let's just click on for this. Let me just click on, I can put it like $200 to $250, but for now, since it's just a testing running camp, it's a test campaign that I'm actually kind of running, I just put $1. Okay, please. Okay, now next. Now click on next button. See, and time is 9:02. I just keep it right now for all days. Okay, so next, skip. Do not need to worry about it. And what's it saying? 3 keywords. It's asking for more keywords. Okay, let me just add for like another keyword. Accident only near me. Okay, show next. That has issue. What issue? It's not asking for punctuations and simple. Policy funding contains punctuation and symbol. Remove any symbols like multiplication, exclamation. Oh, we put any kind of exclamation mark in right there. We are, I think, here. Saying details contains. Okay, for today. Make sure they do not have any kind of a grammatical mistakes. It cannot be acceptable at all. helped millions of our clients today, and just click on next. Just click on next. Alright, what is it saying? Contains. Okay, so what the point, what is been mistake is that I actually put the extra dots right there. So they are saying that it's a kind of a, just publish the campaign. Just see, just see. So here the campaign has been successfully published. Okay. Now here let me just show you. Let me just show you the campaigns. Ad groups or accident lead gen. For this, let me just let me just disable the group because we do not want to run this. And let me just go into the campaign and see the kind of campaign. If you actually want to stop your campaign, and just kind of go around there and see car accident lead gen. We just pause. Now a budget. Here you can actually kind of do last change was continue like there. This goes save it for. You can actually put I would highly recommend that at least spend for like $250 charge increase save to confirm. Okay, you can have a putter for like. I really recommend that you put that much amount of budget for your day to show up on the Google ads, and it's all depend how your budget is have. If you have a good amount of budget, you're going to show up the good amount of ads, and I would definitely recommend you to not go below like $2,500. Otherwise, you're thinking about that your ad is not showing. You didn't have put bid high enough. That's why your ad is not showing up. So if you have a budget for like around $5,000 to $10,000. So in your cases, this is the normal budget attorneys have. Because for each kind of click, there is a bid at $300. In the clip planner, first I'll show you that how much bid are actually having, how bid that they are having, and how you can efficiently set out what are the keywords that can actually kind of work for you. For the rest, let me just keep it for the $1. Now here comes the bidding strategy. Change this bidding strategy, and change a bidding strategy for like this. Initially, when you don't have any kind of data, I would highly recommend go with manual CPC. Okay, and click on manual CPC thing and save. Initially, they were not giving the kind of option for this CPC. I would recommend initially if you are running the ads for out, would recommend go with manual CPC or gonna come with maximum conversion value. When you have some kind of a data around that, you can actually kind of go with maximized conversion value. Okay, or save it. This kind of stated, I already told you that you can actually kind of stop your start date is today itself, and you can actually want to run your ad date for like 30 days. You can save. That's how you can set up manual CPC bidding strategies. Okay, we've seen earlier, right, for like clicks, maximum conversion, like this option actually kind of come when you sure, and that's why I was saying that you go with. Actually, I would highly recommend if you don't have any kind of data and you are starting out freshly with manual CPC bidding strategy, and save it. Let me just see accident lead gen, conversion goal, count default, phone call leads. Just save it. Bid equally networks. Save. This is good. Houston, Texas. We are running Houston, Texas. Which is English. Go through all these kind of things. Check with the kind of setting that has been made by us. It's actually kind of great. So it's all good. Okay. And here comes the group. What is happening? It's not clicking. Oops. Our accident lead gen. Here it is actually kind of here you can actually kind of just disable that. Remove it. Max CPC bidding strategy. Continue. Max CPC, what you can cost per click you can have and go around for like $57. Let's say that for per click plan afford for like, if there is a key planner we just show you. Okay, let me just show you about key planner, then we'll take you about this. Okay, let me just put it like this. Maximum CPC 0.01. Put it like that, and here you can see the tools. Discover new keywords. Go to the location first. Houston, Texas. We are running our ads in Houston, Texas, United States city. Here we just choose save. But the keywords that we have written is like car accident, turn me. So see, it's trying to get more detailed status running campaign. Will run. You don't need to show us car accident lawyer near me. And here you can see, the average monthly searches for this keyword is like to 10K. The kind of competition it's showing. Here comes the bidding strategy. The kind of page of bid below is $75, $640. If you like $75 to between $640 RX and nearby, increase it. You're seeing too much impressions on your ads and no zero clicks. Increase the bid. For this, and like a car accident attorney near me, 100 to 1k, 1 to 1k. There is being that much. So I put for like around $1. Put for like I would suggest go with for 75 to 100 for like $90 maximum. See whether you are getting the conversions or not. And day by day, if the $200 is your budget, if increase it like for like $300 a day, or for like $400 a day, $400 a day, your ad will run for like $400, around for like $300. If you put $300 in an entire month, it seemed like that gonna spend for like $9,000. That's actually kind of okay, because if you're gonna see, as you can see that people are bidding, so the least bid amount for this kind of place is $75, and it can go up to for like $640. So bid accordingly, and have a good research about your keywords, and just see. And let me just go to the right now. The ad is actually kind of, since the ad I actually kind of made it post. So right now there is no search terms built there. There is no record for that right there. And once you have that kind of a record, when you run your ads for like 3 positive keywords and you see those kind of ads, have all the kind of search terms on which search terms your ads actually appear. So based on that, when you have that kind of a list, you can actually avoid it, that on this search term I don't want to you run my ads. So right now till now it is since it is it's a test account, I don't have that data so that's why I'm not able to show you, but it's really easy. On the upcoming video I'll make a really snippet video and give it and show you that how the negative keywords are run. And so please just don't worry about it. But points that I have told about that, what are the kind of points that you should have avoid, and where your campaign should have been run. Do not care about this kind of ad strength is poor. No, we want to see what are the kind of results that we are getting right now. Google say a lot of stuff that your ad strength is run, you don't have put it to this much amount of effort. No need to listen around that. 2 or 3 keywords, good to go. See the results, what is actually kind of working for you, and see. Let's just see. And this is actually kind of working for you. Focus on recovery, will fight for the recovery. So that's all for today. I know running ads for your law firm, and running any kind of ad campaign for your law firm is actually kind of a very hassle job. So let me tell you something about myself. My name is Himanshu. I am the co-founder of the marketing agency LeadLex AI. We run Google ad campaigns for personal injury lawyers, for every attorneys, defense attorneys, criminal defense attorneys, family law attorneys, and we handle all these kind of things. So if you really want a really good system, a really plug and play system which is going to track about your conversions, what are the things that are actually going to work, want to maintain all your Google ad account stuff, what with the great copies, not only you're going to get the high intent leads with all this, and also if you really want a really dedicated page, we are here to help you. Have any kind of doubt, want to know how you can give this plug and play system, you can just reach out to me. You can comment to me, or I've also attached a link in the description below. You can book a call with me and we can discuss a tailored custom strategy for you, where you can have all these kind of things to your firm. And within this few days, you can jump around and see the amazing results. The kind of points that I've said today, not only it's gonna save you the money, but give the kind of high intent leads that you are actually kind of searching exclusive for you. The leads that you're gonna get, they are already nurtured, they are already educated about you. All you need is to handle your calls. Your job is just need to handle the good calls and provide the good services for your clients. You do not need to worry about the kind of campaign that is going to be taken care by us. Your landing page, your conversion tracking system, your campaign, this plug and play system, where in the conversion tracking system you also going to get, not only you're going to measure about how many leads are actually that you converted, you also have that kind of conversion, or that kind of inbound system where you see where you're going to send the auto email and SMSs to your clients, so that they can follow up and can reach out to you. And also the kind of discussion that you had with your client in that 16 in a call for like around 2 or 3 minutes, you can also figure out what has been went from wrong from your side. That's all you're gonna get. I know it's a really hectic job. You're so busy with your attorneys. You're so busy with your unresolved sheets and paralegal doing research for your clients. And within that, you just cannot afford to. You just cannot afford a single bit of time on running any kind of ad campaigns. Let's just handle that kind of hassle to us and provide you the kind of clients that are exclusive for your firms, not shared within the among the firms, exclusive to yours, exclusive inbound calls to yours, exclusive 15 plus bound to call to yours, and you're gonna calls 4 to 5 high intent cases every month. So please, if you have any questions, you want this system and you want this brilliant good system, I can give you. I have just attached a link below in the description, and you can contact me. You can contact me. We can discuss the kind of strategies, what has been went wrong behind the past with you, and accordingly we can fix that. We can fix that and provide you the kind of best results that you are actually going to do. So that's it for today's video. Thank you. Now, before you go, there is one blunder mistake that I have been made. It does seem like that it's a small mistake, but it costs you a lot. What? That will just show you. Click on settings here, right there, and campaign poses or like locations here. Now for the location positions, we have also added Houston, Texas, and now what we have done is like people in regularly in or who have shown interest in your included locations recommended, right? We're gonna unselect this option. We're gonna select this option. Let me tell you, you are in Houston, Texas, having your firm. Would you love to get calls from California? You would not. Yes, people have shown some kind of interest to California in your Houston, Texas. Do you want to show your ad to those people? Let's suppose they also get in any kind of an accident. But do you actually kind of help those kind of clients? If you actually want to, you don't, right? So you're gonna get irrelevant call from this option itself. If Google recommended that this is recommended, we are not gonna. Please do not follow Google blindly. They're gonna charge you a lot. They're gonna try to promote everywhere. So that they can generate profit. But you as a law firm, you only crave for high intent leads. We only want to show our ads to those locations where our firm situated. We do not want to show the ads to those locations where we cannot provide our services. And when someone clicks on that kind of ad, your budget is spent, Google earns the money. Your budget is spent. Let's suppose they actually gonna call you. Do you actually gonna help them with those kind of leads? It does not, right? So even by me, see this kind of mistake is been made. Please keep this in mind. It's really important. Some few points, some major points. If you keep those in mind, you're gonna have the efficient ad. Not only you're gonna save your money, you also gonna get the kind of leads that are actually looking for your services. Okay, so please, it's just a small point. It seemed like a small mistake, but it's a big one. I've seen firms who actually complains to their clients like that we are getting leads. There's this one client that there's this one client who says that I am actually in Orange County, California. I got a call from Los Angeles. I was like, why I am getting calls from Los Angeles? It does not make sense, right? So please keep that in mind and let's just keep the same. Okay, see you in the next video.